Creatures of the night, it's your girl Tati. Let's talk about Ring of Honor. We had an interesting show today. We started off with Mystico, who has Alex Abrahantes as his hype man. And we haven't seen Alex in a while because, typically he is with Commander. Commander's been injured for quite some time. Now, he's going against Mansoor, and he's accompanied by Johnny TV, Mason Madden, and the beautiful Taya Valkyrie. And I actually do like to see MXM, together as a team. And I also like to see them, doing singles actions as well. This is Mystico we're talking about. Mystico wins everything, unfortunately. So this was pretty predictable. But we did have MXM Collection that were just being annoying and trying to help Mansoor take the win by using his seed to spray it into the base of Mystico, which doesn't work out because the referee ends up catching them anyway. Mystico ends up taking the win with La Mystica. Now, remember, the 92nd anniversary of CMLL is on Friday. Main event will be Mystico going against our scumbag MJF. And this is going to be a title versus mass match, so should be interesting. I am predicting that MJF will end up losing, but it's been a nice little run from MJF so far. It's interesting because for the first time, instead of having to purchase a subscription with the YouTube channel for CMLL YouTube channel for a membership or a month, which is, well, there's 3 different tiers, but the most expensive one is so that you can watch the shows as it's happening live. The other cheaper tiers, you'll be able to watch those shows I think, was it 7 days later or something like that? I can't remember. But the Leyenda tier, you don't have to buy that for $35 plus tax. You can purchase the pay-per-view by itself on Triller TV if you do not live in Mexico. So anywhere outside of Mexico for $20 for the CMLL pay-per-view, and our scumbag will be in the main event. Now, after this, we have a Pure Rules match. We have Olympia going against Viva Van. Olympia will be in the women's pure tournament, Tony Khan. Whenever you feel like getting that going, we'll wait. Viva Van looks so scrumptious in that gear, absolutely beautiful. But since Olympia is going to be in that tournament, this was a little bit more of a showing for her. I know a lot of people are not familiar with who she is, and I thought for about a 5-minute match, it wasn't so bad for people to see what she can do in the ring. But honestly, after seeing Viva Van, it would have been cool to see her in a tournament as well. Olympia ends up taking the win. After this, Beast Mortos in there, in a sort of a squash situation, going against our boy Alan Angels. We have not seen Alan Angels in a really long time. Remember, Alan Angels used to be in the Dark Order, so it was pretty cool to see him. Now, he was that little segment that they did with the Young Bucks last week when they was sitting and catering or whatever, so I spotted him there, but he ended up having a match at Ring of Honor, and I was very surprised to see this be pretty much a squash situation. Beast Mortos, I don't think he's a squash kind of guy, but right now I think they're really trying to do what they can to make LFI look like monsters, and obviously Beast Mortos can't be taking L's like that, and he ends up taking the win over on Ring of Honor. Obviously not against Mascara Dorada on Dynamite. Now, after this, we do get a promo from John Cruz. So for those of you who are not watching CMLL, John Cruz is I don't want to say sidekick, sort of kind of like a manager, translator-ish for MJF. And he's been wearing this Abraham Lincoln inspired look with the top hat and the suit or whatever. It's so egregious, it's insane. And basically cutting a promo on Mystico and how MJF is going to not only retain the title but also take that damn mask off of Mystico. But I doubt that's going to happen. After this, we have probably one of the best matches of the night, Shibata versus Matt Mako. Lord have mercy, Shibata. There's not a thing that Shibata does that just rubs me the wrong way. Absolutely perfect. Was this a pure match? Yes, it was a pure match. So it was a pure rules match. And I love when I see pure rules matches because it kind of forces the wrestlers to be a little bit more technical. And Matt Mako is so talented. I absolutely enjoy him in the ring. And with Shibata, it's just it's such an experience to see these two guys in the ring. I wish it lasted a little bit longer, but another predictable win for Shibata, which I'm cool with, but we all are winners with the entertainment. It was really good. After this, we have Satnam Singh with somebody named CPA. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who this is, but he's dressed like he just came from work, like with kind of like button down shirt and slacks, and he's wearing sneakers, and it just looked like somebody that literally picked up from the parking lot, like literally picked up from the parking lot, and then they end up having a squash match. Honestly, this type of stuff is not for me. It's not for me. I don't see the entertainment in this at all. To be honest, I don't know how well Satnam Singh can wrestle, because every situation is a squash situation, and I really feel like that doesn't show how well you can do. Sure, it just shows that you can get in the ring, do two moves and win, but I don't think that's necessarily a positive thing. He ends up winning, and honestly, nothing about this shit it matters to me. Now, after this, we have this weird vignette of a frat house who are like having like a backyard party. They're drinking, they slipping and sliding, the girls are there having a good time or whatever. Now look, I really like these guys together. The personality is there, they look like they're having fun, and I would love to see the company take them more seriously as a team. They're pretty young guys, so I mean, I don't expect for them to be just right off the bat just winning and then making their ways to titles or whatever, but I do think that people are connecting with these guys, and I would love to see a hell of a lot more with them, because I don't think we've seen too much of them consistently as of late. Now, after this, we do have a fun matchup with Marina Shafir teaming up with our boy Wheeler Yuta. We love you, Wheeler, to go against Aaliyah James and man like Doris. Why do I always forget that? All I remember is 0121. Y'all know 0121. I love this guy, okay? He reminds me of a young R-Truth with the rapping and the jean pants and the do-rag and all that stuff. Like, I love his vibe, and he's really, really talented in the ring. This is the first time I've ever seen him actually in Ring of Honor, right? Yeah, this is his first time in Ring of Honor, and he's fun. He's really fun, and I was like, please don't be a squash match, because I want people to see how cool this guy is, and it was really great. I appreciate seeing mixed tag matches. I think this is something that they should try to implement a little bit more. If they don't feel comfortable with doing it, like for Dynamite or Collision, whatever. But on Ring of Honor, I think there's a place for it. This was a fun matchup. Marina Shafir was barefoot, but for the first time, I've never seen her do this before, but she had tape on her feet. I've never seen that before. And so it's interesting, new little look for her. And when I'm watching this match, and I'm like, okay, the talent is there. She's really great. She could have actually been in that pure tournament. Tony Khan, I don't know why he didn't do it. But I'm looking at this and I'm like, damn, as talented as she is, why all this time that she's been in Death Riders, they didn't give her an opportunity to be in the ring much more? I don't know. So hopefully we see a little bit more. I would love to see her tagging with Wheeler Yuta again. That was a fun matchup. They end up taking the win. And it was a really cool finish when Marina puts a mother's milk on Aaliyah. Then here comes man like Doris. He runs to jump on top of Marina to break the hold, and somehow out of nowhere, Wheeler Yuta just poof, and out of thin air, it ends up giving her a drop kick before he can even touch Marina. It was a beautiful finish. Absolutely loved it. I would love to see them tag again. Now after this, we do again, QTV is back. So it's QT Marshall, what was homeboy again? Aaron Solo and Hardy Cameron, who I didn't even know she was with them again, but whatever. Long story short, they're talking about the pizza people from Costco, of TikTok people, and I didn't like that, because I'm feeling like there's something between them. I don't know what it is, but it seems like they're going to be feuding for the time being. Now, these pizza people, they're not for me. But if they want to play around or whatever, y'all can do that on Ring of Honor and stay out of AEW TV pay-per-views or whatever. So I guess we could take it for whatever it is. Now, after this, I could have sworn they said that Lance Archer was coming up next in the match. But what we saw is Rocky Romero sitting backstage counting hundreds of dollars of bills while Lance Archer is just beating up some poor unfortunate souls back there. And then here comes Cousin Beef, who comes as like the savior to help people that's getting beaten up, but then he get his ass whooped as well. Okay, lovely. I didn't mind this. I think it was better off that they did this than him going out there and squashing people like they typically do. At least this has somewhat of a purpose, and if this is going to take Lance Archer and Beef to some kind of feud or somebody else, then I'll take it for what it is. Now we have Pure Rules again for the ladies. We have Yuka Sakazaki going against Janae Kai, which I do really like. I think she's really cool. She got a really cool look. She got that martial arts background. She's another barefoot wrestler. I like seeing things that are not typical. A lot of the girls are wearing the same shit, and I just like when the girls have a different presentation. Yuka got a different presentation. Last time we seen Yuka, she was wearing all black like she was in a funeral, and this time she wearing all white after Labor Day. Lovely. Really great matchup. Yuka doesn't necessarily, I don't necessarily look at her like someone who's more on the technical side, but she did her thing and she had good chemistry with Janai, and she ends up taking the win. Now, our main event, 6-man tag titles on the line, which really surprised me so soon, that we have SCP going against the Kingdom and our boy AR Fox. Now, I did like that when they had, what was it, the pay-per-view, they had a match with, teaming up with AR Fox, and I thought, no, that wasn't the pay-per-view, that was something, whatever, don't listen to me. They had a match where they were teaming together, and I was like, oh, okay, if the Kingdom and AR Fox had really good chemistry with each other, if they don't have anything for AR Fox to do as a singles wrestler, he could definitely team up with them again because the chemistry was there. And here we go with the titles on the line. I thought this was a really great main event. The Kingdom, oh my God, they're so talented. AR Fox, so talented. And I just want to see more of these guys. Like, y'all have the talent, Tony Khan, on Ring of Honor. And whatever reason, we jumped into having a titles on the line rather than let a little story be told. Y'all could have sacrificed 3 other people. Not necessarily even a sacrifice, but 3 other people could have gone against STP, and y'all could have let things cook a little bit more with the Kingdom and AR Fox. But whatever the case is, they left us going home happy with a great match, but STP ends up retaining, which I am totally fine with. Overall, I thought the show was good. However, the stories. We need the stories. We need Bandito on the damn show, Tony Khan. Like, this is the thing. Y'all would never just, like, not have AEW World Champion not on the shows. Like, y'all would never do that. So this is the same type of vibe y'all need to be carrying on when it comes to Ring of Honor. You have people paying $10 for this shit. We want to see Bandito on the show as well. Anybody who has titles should be on the show. Overall, great show. I'll see you guys for All Out. See you guys then. Bye.